Greetings, everybody. It's Jeffrey Guterman, and it's time for Strat-O-Matic 1969 baseball again. We have the Baltimore Orioles at the Kansas City Royals, and this is the second of a three-game series. Orioles took the first game 4-1, and we're so glad to have you on the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. My name is Jeffrey Guterman. I'm doing a bit better today than yesterday due to various factors, which I'd rather not disclose. It's going to be Dave McNally, left-hander for the Orioles, and Roger Nelson, a right-hander for the Kansas City Royals. Let's get our opening lineups. First pitch is at about 8:20 this morning. For the Orioles, it's Don Buford in left, Blair in center, Frank Robinson in right, Powell at first, Brooks Robinson at third, Davey Johnson at second, Elrod Hendricks catching, Mark Belanger at short, and Dave McNally, the pitcher, batting ninth. For the Kansas City Royals, it's Jackie Hernandez at short, Scholl at third, Foy at first, Piniella in left, Martinez catching, Adair at second, Bob Oliver in right, Keough in center, and Roger Nelson, a right-hander, batting ninth. And the Royals are just about ready to take the field. Beautiful morning for a ball game. I got my coffee ready, and so glad to have you here today. And we'll be ready just a couple minutes. This game was dated July 30, 1969. The Orioles come into this with a 15-game lead in the East. Royals are tied for fifth, last place, 31 and a half behind the first place Minnesota Twins. It's Saturday, and that means, Strat-O-Matic all day. All frickin' day. I do have a meeting at 11 a.m. So after this game, we'll take a break and then come around 1 o'clock or so. I hope to hit the dice again for more baseball. Lord. Just a moment, my tweet will be posted. And Kathy Harden has arrived. Kathy Harden for Baltimore at Kansas City. And I'm doing a little better this morning. I hope you had a great St. Patrick's Day. Good morning to you. Drinking the coffee, doing a little better today than yesterday. And in a while, we'll see how good it is. I don't want to get too optimistic. The tweet should be up. Let me check. The tweet is up, and the tweet is good. Here we go. Thank you, Kathy Harden. And the Kansas City Royals take the field. Roger Nelson on the mound. He's a right-hander. Catching him is Buck Martinez, and Don Buford leads it off. He's a switch hitter, batting left. Here's Roger Nelson, wind up, and the first pitch of the game for 3, and that is a line out to second, caught by Adair. 1 away, and we are underway here in Kansas City. Looking clean so far. Wow, that's clean. Here's Paul Blair. It's a Saturday. It's a beautiful day for Strat-O-Matic baseball. Here on the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network, we're all so glad to have you all. Blair, right-handed hitter, Nelson. And the pitch, 3-12. He lines it to third base, caught by Paul Shaw. There's 2 outs. Very clean. Who you for? Oh, she wants the O's. Okay. I'll go for the O's. Here comes Frank Robinson. Not too hard for the O's here. They won the first game 4-1. Here's the pitch to Frank. 3-11. And it's a base hit to left field for Frank Robinson. A 2-out single for Boog Powell. Beautiful, beautiful day. Here's Nelson from the stretch, and the pitch to Boog. 3-6, and he flies it to center field. Under it is Keough. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. A very clean half inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We've gone a half. It's Baltimore nothing. KC coming to bat. And we get to watch the master Dave McNally. What a great pitcher. Left-hander. Has a great curve. Great fastball. I'm going to turn my AC off because it's kind of cool outside. For the morning. It warms up during the day, but I find myself getting cold here with the AC on. And Mark Shooker has arrived. Greetings to you, Mark. There we go. McNally is ready now. Jackie Hernandez leads it off. He's a right-handed hitter. Here's McNally now, and the windup. The pitch to Hernandez, 3-5. Struck him out. That's 1 down. McNally, a good strikeout pitcher. Here's Paul Shaw with 1 out. Just underway here in KC, second of a 3-game series. Baltimore took the first 4-1. This is July 30, 69. Paul Shaw at the plate. You got KC, Mark. Here's the pitch to Shaw. 4-4. A grounder to third. There's Brooks. He's at 21. And it's a reroll. 16-1. He throws him out. 2 away for Joe Foy now. Six-8. Struck him out, and the side is retired. McNally looking real tough there. 2 strikeouts, 1-2-3 inning. And after 1, it's scoreless here. Baltimore at KC. Top of the second, it'll be Brooks, Robinson, Johnson, and Hendricks. Here's Nelson now. The pitch to Brooks, 2-7. And it's a base hit to left for Brooks Robinson, a leadoff single. So Brooks on first. Davy Johnson, the batter. Hendricks on deck. And the pitch from Nelson. 3-8. Pops it up to short. That's for Hernandez, one down for Ellie Hendricks. Beautiful day for a ball game, I gotta tell you. Lord. Hendricks, a left-handed hitter. Nelson from the stretch. 3-4. And he grounds it to first. Foy has it, steps on the bag. Brooks goes to second on the play. So with 2 outs, Brooks in scoring position for Belanger. McNally out on deck. Here's the pitch to Belanger for 8. And that is a base hit. And Brooks Robinson comes home. Belanger clutch 2-out single. And it's 1-0 Orioles. That's the way to play it. I'm telling you. Now Dave McNally with 2 outs. Belanger on first. And Belanger being held. 1-11. Pitch to McNally for 4 right-hander. Fly ball center. Under a key off. He's a 4. And he makes the catch. And the side is retired. But there was 1 run on 2 singles. And 1 left on. After 1.5, Orioles 1, KC nothing. So McNally has his run. And that should be sufficient for him. And rookie Lou Piniella will lead it off. It's a glorious, glorious, cool morning here in Fort Lauderdale. We are broadcasting this remotely from Kansas City on the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. And leading it off is sweet Lou McNally now. Retired the side in order with 2 strikeouts in the first. Here's the pitch to Lou. 6-8. He struck him out. That's the third for McNally. Something gives me a feeling that McNally is on fire today. Here's Buck Martinez. McNally into his windup. 6-3. Oh, there's a base hit to center. So there goes the perfect game and the no-hitter. Blair throws it in. Martinez on first with 1 out. Jerry Adair is the batter. McNally will work from the stretch now. The pitch to Adair, 1-6. And he grounds it to short. That's Belanger. Over to Johnson, to Powell. It's a double play. And the side is retired. Very clean. No runs, 1 hit, none left. It's a very clean sheet. After 2, 1-0 Baltimore. That's pretty goddamn clean, if you ask me. Looks good, smells good, tastes good, feels good, sounds good, is good. And we're going to head to the top of the third. It's going to be the top of this Baltimore Orioles lineup. Indeed, indeed. Oh, indeed, indeed, indeed. Doing a little better today. Yeah, doing a lot better. I hope it stays. I have a meeting at 11 a.m. A face-to-face meeting. Very important for me. Here comes Nelson now. On the mound. He's allowed 1 run last inning. He'll face the top of the order. Buford, a switch hitter. He's batting left-handed. Here's Nelson into his windup. And the pitch, 1-9. He flies it to right. Under it is Oliver, and that's 1 away. Now Paul Blair, line to third. Glad to hear it. Thank you, Kathy Harden. And boy, is it nice and cool in here with the okay, Mark Shucker. The AC off, the window open. Getting real air. It's a crazy freaking world we're living in today. Blair right-hander. Here's Nelson into his windup, and the pitch to Blair. 6-3. That's hit back to Nelson. He's a 3. 5-3. And he throws him out 2 away. And here comes big Frank Robinson. Singled in the first, was left on base. Future Hall of Famer. Luke Powell on deck. Here's Nelson into his windup. And the pitch to Frank, 4-8. And that is a double down the line for Brooks Robinson. He's 2 for 2. So Frank Robinson. Frank on second with 2 outs, and here comes Boog with a chance. Clutch situation. 1-0 Birds. Powell flew to center. Nelson throws. 5-10. Grounder to short. That's for Hernandez. He's scooping. And pooping. It's a 2-base error. And the run scores. How do you like that? Isn't that a kick in the teeth? It's unearned. An error by Kansas City. The shortstop, Jackie Hernandez, allowing Frank Robinson to run. No run batted in. It's unearned. And that makes it a 2-0 ball game. Now here's Brooks Robinson. He singled and scored the first run. It's 2-0 now, Baltimore. Lots of games on stack here. And we'll be bringing them all to you. Here's Brooks. Pitch from Nelson, 6-7, struck him out, side retired. First strikeout for Nelson. There was 1 run. It was an unearned run. And we're heading to the bottom of the third. It's 2-0 Birds. Here's McNally. Now he's got 2 runs. And Bob Oliver leads it off. It's going to be Oliver, Keough, and Nelson here in the bottom of the third here in Kansas City. That's good. Good fucking coffee, yeah. I thought last night's game was a good night game with Cleveland beating Chicago 5-1. It was still an enjoyable game. I enjoyed it. Was able to get through it. McDowell was awesome. Here's Bob Oliver now facing McNally. Here's the pitch. 2-8. Grounds it back to McNally. Throws it to Powell. 1 down. That's a very clean sheet. Very, very, very clean thus far. And here is Joe Keough, the center fielder. Keough bats left-handed, so I'm surprised he was put in the lineup, but it's lefty-lefty. Keough facing McNally with 1 out, nobody on. Here's the pitch to Keough, 3-5, and he flies it to left. Under it is Buford. There's 2 away. And now Roger Nelson. Right-handed hitter, 2 WR, 3 in the field. Oh, that's good coffee. Whoa. McNally into his windup. Here's the pitch to Nelson. That's 2-6, and that struck him out. And that is the 4th strikeout for Dave McNally today. So it's a 1-2-3 inning. And after 3, it's 2-0 Baltimore. And here comes Roger Nelson now, pitching his 4th inning. Davey Johnson will lead it off. Johnson popped to short in the 2nd. Oh. Okay, here's Nelson now. The pitch to Johnson. 6-6. Grounds at the 3rd. Paul Scholl has it. Throws over to Foy at first. It's 1 down. And here's Elrod Hendricks. Elrod grounded to first. To advance Brooks, and then Belanger knocked him home with a base hit. Nelson gets the sign, he's set, and the pitch to Hendricks. 4-6, struck him out. That's the 2nd for Nelson, 2 down. And Mark Belanger with the run batted in the 2nd on a single. One 6, base hit for Belanger, another single. A 2-out single. And at least this allows McNally to come up rather than lead off in the 5th. That's the way I look at it. Belanger being held, 1-11. And McNally, the batter, flew to center. And the pitch to Nelson, from Nelson. 6-6, right-hander, grounds it to 3rd. Paul Scholl over to Foy, and the side is retired. So, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left in the middle of the 4th. 2-0. It's a good ball game as far as I'm concerned. McNally heads out. 4 strikeouts, 3 scoreless innings. And top of the order for the Royals. These Royals are tied for last with Seattle, but they're both moving up on the White Sox. I'm going to tell you, that's a story in itself. White Sox only a game and a half ahead of KC and Seattle, who are in a flat-footed tie for last. So they better watch their asses. Or Chicago. Here's Jackie Hernandez now. He struck out in the 1st. The pitch from McNally, 3-9, and he struck him out again. And that's number 5 for Dave McNally, 1 out. Now Paul Scholl grounded to third. Here's McNally now on the pitch. And it's hit well to left field. Under it is Buford, and he makes the catch. 2 outs. Nicely hit, but quite retrievable. Here's Joe Foy, 2 outs, nobody on, bottom of the 4th. And it's a, oh, it's a beautiful day. Here's McNally, the pitch to Foy. 4-9, and he flies it to right field for Frank Robinson, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for McNally, and after 4, it's still 2-0, and having a great time. We'll pitch this half inning, and then I'm going to take a break, basically for one reason, because I want to. But why do I want to? Well, when you peel away the layers, you realize that there are some behaviors I do that are behaviors I can't do here in the broadcast booth, and I like to go out and do those behaviors. Okay, Buford leads it off. He's 0 for 2. Switch hitter batting left. Nelson holding his own. He shouldn't do that. Here's the pitch to Buford. 5-10, left-hander, grounder to short. Hernandez, 16-3, and he throws him out. So Buford is out 0 for 3 today. And Paul Blair is the batter. Blair 0 for 2. Frank on deck. 6-6, grounds it to third, 2 outs. Nelson. Now he's allowed a single and a double to Frank Robinson. See how he handles this. Nelson winds, and the pitch to Robinson. 4-8, and there it goes again. It's a base hit for Robinson. He's 3 for 3 today. Robinson has Nelson's number. Frank on first, 2 outs, and here's Boog Powell, 0 for 2. Reached on that error that knocked home Frank Robinson, who was on second from a double. It's 2-0 O's. Frank on first, 2 outs. Pitch to Boog. 3-7, and that's a chopper to first. Foy has it, steps on the bag, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left, and we've gone halfway unless there's extras or something else happens. It's 2-0 Baltimore. I'll tell you, Nelson pitching decent baseball, I would say, against the Orioles. 2 runs in 5 innings. It's nothing to go crazy over, but he's keeping them in the ball game, and KC will come up Pinella Martinez in a dare in the bottom of the 5th to face McNally, who's thrown 4 shutout innings with 5 strikeouts. And I will be right back 2 to 3 minutes so I can engage in a behavior that I am unable to do so here. This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network, and I'm trying to stay calm because things are looking up for me right now. It's a day-to-day battle, folks. I'll be right back. Did you know that George Brett is a trumper? Kathy Harden, George Brett is a trumper. I'll be right back. I looked it up. Take care. I'll be back. Beautiful morning. Oh, beautiful morning out there. It really is. And I'm back. And it's going to be Pinella leading it off, bottom of the fifth. KC trails 2-0. Let me refresh this coffee now. Well, let's do it here. McNally, 4 shutout innings, 5 strikeouts, 1 hit allowed. And here's his windup and the pitch to Pinella. 6-6. And that is a base. Oh, that's a triple by Pinella. Oh my, a leadoff triple. Boy, did he hit that. A leadoff triple, still clean. Lord, right off of McNally's card, 1-3. It's a 3, as you can see. And Buck Martinez comes in, tying run at the plate. He singled in the second, was out in a double play. Second hit allowed by McNally. Oh. No. Infield is back. Here's the pitch to Martinez. 5-3. And he flies it to left. Buford going back. Let's see if he gets this. He makes the catch. And Pinella tags. So Martinez gets the fly ball to bring home Pinella. It's a 2-1 ball game. Still very, very clean. There goes the shutout, and here's Jerry Adair. A triple, a leadoff triple by Pinella. He had 0. Actually, he had 6. I'm so sorry. In real world. Okay, Jerry Adair now. 1 out, nobody on. That was quick. It's a 1-run ball game now. Adair grounded into a double in the second. Here's the pitch. 6-6. There it is again, and it's a base hit for Adair. So Adair is on. Second hit of the inning allowed. Bob Oliver is the batter. Grounded back to McNally in the third. And the pitch, 6-9, struck him out. That's the 6th strikeout for McNally, 2 down, and Joe Keough. And the pitch. 6-7, struck him out. 7th strikeout for McNally. The side is retired. But there was 1 run. The leadoff triple by Pinella, the sacrifice fly by Martinez, single by Adair left on base. After 5, we got a ball game here, folks. 2-1 Orioles over the Royals. And Nelson takes the mound. He'll face Brooks Robinson to lead it off top of the 6th. Okay, Nelson is ready. Here's the pitch to Brooks. 6-8. Walked him. So Brooks Robinson draws a walk to start it off. Now Davy Johnson is the batter. Hendricks on deck. The O's have a 2-1 lead. They have Brooks on first, no outs. Here's the pitch to Davy now. 5-4. Catcher X. That's Martinez at 4. 13-4. It's a pass ball, followed by a foul out, but that ball got past Martinez, and that will send Brooks to second base. Martinez with a passed ball. So Brooks in scoring position with 1 out, and Elrod comes up. Elrod 0 for 2. Nelson from the stretch now. Pitch to Hendricks. 4-6. Struck him out. Oh, that is the third for Nelson. And now Mark Belanger, 2 singles today. He can bring home Brooks with a third. Brooks on second. He walked and then went to second on the pass ball by catcher Buck Martinez. Here's the pitch to Belanger. 6-11. And it's a chopper to short. Hernandez has it, throws it over to Foy, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, a walk, and 1 left. Middle of the 6th, still 2-1 Baltimore. And I'd say we've got a pretty good ball game here. We'll see how long Nelson can go at this rate. And Dave McNally comes up. He let up a run last inning. Piniella tripled off him. Hit that one way, way out. Came home on a sacrifice fly. That's been the only run. Nelson will lead it off. Here's McNally. And the pitch to Nelson. 2-6, and he struck him out. That's number 8 for Dave McNally. And now Jackie Hernandez 0 for 2. He struck out twice. McNally is ready. Here's the pitch. 4-6. And that is a base hit for Jackie Hernandez off McNally. 1-10 being held. Now Paul Scholl with Hernandez on first, 1 out. Scholl 0 for 2. McNally working from the stretch here. That's good coffee. And the pitch to Scholl. 3-8. And that is a line drive to third, caught by Brooks. 2 outs. Hernandez holds. And Joe Foy, he's got power and speed. Well, I don't know about the power. The power is adequate. He's got speed, I'll tell you that. Hernandez on first, 2 down. The pitch from McNally. 3-7. A fly ball to a ground ball to first. The pitch. God, it's early. To McNally. A ground ball to McNally. He throws it to Powell, and the side is retired. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We've gone 6 full, and it's a 2-1 ball game, and it's a good ball game. The Royals are being treated to some very good pitching, including their own Roger Nelson. He's allowed 2 runs in 6 innings, but has been very, very good. And McNally will lead it off here in the top of the 7th. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Okay, Nelson ready. Wind up. Pitch to McNally. 2-9, grounds it to first. Foy has it, steps on the bag, there's one away. So Nelson has definitely kept the Royals in this ball game. Buford is 0 for 3, Blair is 0 for 3, Robinson 3 for 3. Here's Buford now. 6-5. Left-hander grounds it to second, 2 outs. Buford 0 for 4. And now Paul Blair 0 for 3, 2 outs, no one on. Here's the pitch from Nelson. 3-5. Walked him. So Blair is on. He's 1 to 14 being held. And here's Frank Robinson. Nelson from the stretch. Robinson 3 for 3. 5-8. Pops it up to short. Hernandez has it. The side is retired. No runs, no hits, a walk, and 1 left. Middle of the 7th inning stretch. And it's a 2-1 ball game. Very clean, too. Wouldn't you say? Kathy Harden, it's very, very clean. And here comes Lou Piniella. He tripled in the 5th and came home on a sacrifice fly by Martinez. McNally in his endurance inning. So is Nelson. Here's McNally now. The pitch to Lou. 1-2. And that is a base hit for Lou Piniella. He's 2 for 3 today. So Lou, the tying run on first. And here's Buck Martinez. Singled and knocked in Piniella with a sacrifice fly to left. Piniella on first. No outs. The pitch to Buck Martinez. 1-4. And there's a double to left. This might score Piniella, but I doubt it. Oh my, a double to left field. Piniella gets to third. He's rounding 1 to 12. And he will hold. So it's second and third, nobody out. One more hit or walk, and he's through, McNally. My Lord, how fatigue can just creep up on a pitcher here. And there's action in the Orioles bullpen. It's Eddie Watt. Their ace. Eddie Watt. I can tell you that without looking. The bullpen is rested. And Eddie Watt, a right-hander, is throwing. Here's Jerry Adair now. Infield is back. Here's the pitch from McNally. 2-10. And that is a line out to short, caught by Belanger. Big out. 1 away. Now Bob Oliver. Oliver has walked intentionally. They want to set up a double play. And they'd much rather face Joe Keough in the lineup, a left-handed hitter, facing McNally, the lefty. Bases loaded. Now the question is, will they have a pinch hitter to bring in a right-hander? I don't know why he's there in the first place. He played center. Scott Northey will come in to hit for Joe Keough, and he will continue to play center field. He's a right-handed hitter. Scott Northey has been used in pinch hitting mostly, but he's coming in now to pinch hit and stay in the game. It's 1 out, bases loaded. Northey, a right-handed hitter. Here's McNally now. And the pitch to Northey. 5-8. Grounds it to third. Brooks Robinson over to Johnson, to Powell, and the side is retired. So that's exactly what the Orioles wanted. Inning-ending double play. No runs. 2 hits. The intentional walk to set up the double play. Hit by Northey. And after 7, it's still a 2-1 ball game. That is really some execution for Baltimore. Lord. Wasn't that something, Kathy Harden? Here comes Boog Powell. And you see I'm working on both ends. I intentionally walk for the double, but for the Orioles, but I bring in Northey, the right-hander, to pitch to the southpaw McNally. So I'm following both sides. Here's Boog Powell, top of the 8th. 2-1 ball game. This has been quite a ball game. Lord. Okay, Nelson has gone all the frickin' way. Pitched very good ball. Here's the pitch to Powell, 3-9. Grounds it to first, 1 out. Now Brooks Robinson. Boy, Brooks was good, turning that double. Here's the pitch to Nelson. 1-7, walked him. So Brooks draws his second walk of the ball game. And Davy Johnson is the batter. Johnson 0 for 3 today. It's a very enjoyable ball game. Absolutely. Brooks with a short lead off first, 1 out. From the stretch, Nelson, the pitch to Johnson. 2-6. And that's hit well. And that's a double in the gap. This could score Brooks, but he's not. I was surprised to see his speed is really something. That's to center field, 1-10. And it's a 1-11. Why not bring him home? Here comes the throw from. Actually, it's no longer Keough. It's I have to check that. It's 1-10 coming home. Northey is a 0. So it's a 50-50 shot. Here comes Brooks. The throw from Northey, and he's safe. Johnson goes to third on the throw. Brooks Robinson on his horse, scoring from first base on the double by Johnson. It's 3-1 Orioles, and that has the smarts. There is action in the KC bullpen. Wickersham and Bergmeyer pitched the last game. They're not available. Mo Drabowski is warming. How do you like that for a name? Mo Drabowski. One more hit or walk, Mo comes in. It's Johnson on third, 1 out. Hendricks 0 for 3, struck out twice by Nelson. Nelson trying to get out of this. Here's the pitch to Hendricks. 6-5, grounds it to second, 2 outs, and Johnson holds. Now Mark Belanger 2 for 3. McNally out on deck. 3-5, walked him. So it's first and third, 2 outs for McNally. It's 3-1 Orioles now. And the pitch. 4-10, right-hander, fly ball right. Oliver makes the catch, the side is retired. But there was another run for the Orioles. And in the middle of the 8th, it's 3-1 Birds. And McNally coming in. There'll be a hitter for Nelson now. Nelson pitched 8 innings. I'd say he pitched fairly decent baseball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits allowed. He walked 3. struck out 3 and allowed 3. Actually 2. 1 was unearned. And Grabowski will be the pitcher to pitch the 9th. So there's a hitter now. Let's see who it's going to be. To lead it off here, bottom of the 8th, with KC down by 2. Going against McNally, it will be Louis Alcaraz. Louis Alcaraz, a right-hander. Pinch hitting, bottom of the 8th, McNally now. Here's McNally, the windup, the pitch to Alcaraz. 2-5. Walked, lines it to second, 1 out. Whoa. Top of the order, Jackie Hernandez. I'm going to get some coffee. I got a little left in that pot. Just a little. Not enough to... Well, yeah, actually a full cup. Yeah. Oh, that's nice and hot. So 1 out, nobody on. Jackie Hernandez batting, 1 for 3. Here's McNally, the pitch to Hernandez. That's 5-6, and he grounds it to short. Belanger throws to Powell, 2 away. See, it's a very clean ball game, I think. Here's Paul Scholl, 2 out, nobody on. Scholl 0 for 3. McNally throws. 3-2. Walked him. Scholl on first with 2 outs. And Joe Foy, the very dangerous Joe Foy, can tie it with 1 swing. He's 0 for 3. McNally has gone all the way. And here's the pitch to Foy. 5-6. Grounds it to short. That's Belanger. Throws to Powell. And the side is retired. No runs, no hits, a walk. Left on base. We're heading to the 9th. It's a 3-1 ball game. Orioles with the lead. And here's a new pitcher for Kansas City, Mo Grabowski, a right-hander. After Alcaraz pinch hit for Nelson. Nelson the loser of record, McNally the winner. Top of the Orioles order. Buford 0 for 4 today. Big Mo Grabowski now. The wind-up, the pitch to Buford. 2-10, and Buford gets a base hit to lead it off Mo. So Mo will work from the stretch. Buford 1-10, 1-11 being held. Here's Paul Blair. Blair 0 for 3 with a walk. Mo from the stretch. 4-12. Grounds it to first. Foy 4. 7-4. Boots it. Oh, there's an error by Joe Foy. Second error for Kansas City today. Last thing you need right now. First and second, nobody out. And here's Frank Robinson, 3 for 4. 2 singles, a double. Here's Frank Robinson now. And the pitch. 3-7. And he walked them. So Mo Drabowski in trouble here. Bases loaded, nobody out for Big Boog Powell. Orioles on the verge of maybe breaking up this game. Powell 0 for 4 reached on an error, which was a two-base error by Hernandez that brought home Frank for an unearned run. Here's the pitch to Boog. 1-8. Walked him. He walks in a run. So that's going to make it a 4-1 ball game. 4-1 ball game now. And here comes Brooks, who walked twice, singled and struck out. So Mo Drabowski in serious trouble here in the top of the ninth. It's a 4-1 game now. Here's the pitch to Brooks. 1-8. And he pops it up to first, and Foy has it. So that was a big out. Davy Johnson now. Infield at double play depth. Here's the pitch to Johnson. 1-9. Grounds it back to Drabowski to second to first, double play, and the side is retired. So they get out of it, but another run, and it makes it that much harder for the Royals as they come up here in the bottom of the ninth, down by 3. McNally throwing a complete game win with 8 strikeouts. And Piniella will lead it off. He's 2 for 3 today. Tripled and scored and singled off McNally today. Orioles 4, Royals 1. Bottom of the ninth, Royals batting. Here's the pitch to Piniella. 2-12. Grounds it to short Belanger. Across to Powell, 1 down. Now Buck Martinez. Buck is 2 for 2 with a sacrifice fly, a single and a double. He's done well today off McNally. Here's the windup. And the pitch, 3-4, pops it up to second. Davy Johnson makes the catch. 1 out away, and Jerry Adair. Jerry 1 for 3. Quite a ball game here. McNally gets the sign from Hendricks. He's set, and the pitch to Adair. 1-8. And it's a fly ball to center field. Under it is Blair. He makes the catch. And the ball game is over. The final score, Baltimore Orioles 4, Kansas City Royals 1. And McNally gets the win. It was a very, very well-pitched game by McNally. If you look at it, he got into trouble at times and got out of it every time. It was a masterful pitching performance. He pitched 9, a complete game win. He allowed 5 hits. He walked 1, 1 intentional. He struck out 8 and allowed only 1 run. The loss goes to Nelson. He pitched decent baseball. Drabowski pitched 1, allowed 1 hit, 2 walks, and a run. The final line in this ball game, Baltimore Orioles 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors. Kansas City 1 run, 5 hits, and 2 errors. The star of the game, no doubt about it. Dave McNally for a complete game win. 8 strikeouts, 1 run allowed. And the Orioles continue their winning ways. They've won 2 of this 3-game series against Kansas City. They are now 15½ games. A very great game and very neat indeed, Kathy Harden. I have an appointment in 90 minutes. Wish me well. Stay strong, everybody. Stay well. And I'll catch you all next time.